So I just wanted to do a video about religion, and I'm not, trying to bash anybody's religion or anything like that. Come here, Lola. I am. I'm. I'm not gonna say I'm any one religion. I'm just a spiritual person, and I guess if you were to try to put me into a religion, then you would say I am Baptist. I was baptized at a Baptist church. So I do believe in, the Christian God. I do believe in Jesus. I do believe he's my savior and stuff like that. But I'm not into all the extra stuff that comes with religion. And I don't know, I just wanted to talk about like Catholic. Basically, I guess they would be kind of under Christianity if you really were to be looking at it like that. Mama, because they still believe in God and Jesus and everything like that. But the thing with me with Catholic, I feel that it basically is Christian ideas, but somebody, whenever it was created, they took it, and actually there's been research on this where some people say that they actually took whatever Jesus was preaching or saying, and they kind of twisted it into something else. And because they have the Pope, and to some Catholics they actually believe that the Pope is some special human that is closer to God than they could possibly get. And I don't believe in that. I think everybody here is a human, and everybody here is on the same level. There's nobody that's closer to God, or nobody here is perfect, and nobody here is better than anyone else. So I definitely don't believe in that whole Pope thing, and then they go to confession and stuff like that. I just don't believe that you have to go confess anything to another human. I don't understand the reason why they do that. I don't know. I don't know the religion or anything like that necessarily. I'm not into Catholic churches or anything like that. I don't go, so I don't know exactly why they do that. But it just kind of seems a little weird to me, being that to me it kind of sort of seems to go a little bit against the gospel. And I say that because the only person that you need to confess anything to or talk to about your problems is the Lord. That's what I feel like. I don't think that going and talking to a priest or whoever that is going to, going and confessing to another human is going to do anything for you. I don't know. Maybe it makes them feel better. I don't get that. But yeah, and then even with Christianity, Christian people, they celebrate Christmas and Halloween, and and those holidays are from pagan. They have pagan roots. So for me, I just started getting into researching stuff like this. So before, this past Christmas, I did celebrate Christmas. I did celebrate Halloween, but I will not be celebrating either one of those ever again, because of the roots where they came from. It doesn't even matter if, even churches pretty much celebrate Halloween, which is just an evil holiday. And before, I just thought, hey, it's just fun. I like scary movies. I like dressing up as this and that. But to know that it actually comes from pagan ideas and rituals and stuff is kind of scary. It's like, why are we celebrating these holidays? And I'm not even going to talk about Christmas. You can do your own research on that. I know it's very controversial, but I'm not celebrating it anymore. And yeah, it just seems like, I don't know, why do Christians celebrate that? And on Halloween with the churches, they say, oh, we don't want the kids out celebrating Halloween, but they will let the kids come in the church dressed up, and they give them candy. It's like you are still celebrating Halloween. You just you're trying to make it seem better than what it is just because they're in the church. But really, it's kind of like, I don't know, you're bringing pagan ideas into the church. I just don't agree with that. So that's definitely why I have disassociated myself with a certain religion or anything like that. I think actually that religion is, maybe even possibly made up just to separate the people. And I don't think that we should be separated because all of us created by the same God. We all are created to be equal, and we all can have that relationship with God. Nobody here can have a higher or better relationship with the Lord than anybody else. We all have the same opportunity. So I just feel like, the different religions and stuff like that just kind of separates the people. And yeah, I don't think it should be about that. And another thing is like, I was really thinking about this Greek mythology and other, religions like the Hindu religion, Buddhism and stuff like that. You kind of wonder how this stuff came about, but specifically Greek mythology. Now, I'm not sure if there's anybody that actually really believes in that, in those Greek gods and stuff like that. Of course, now most humans are like, yeah, that's just mythology. It's not real. It's crazy or whatever. But if there ever was someone that did believe in that, I think I have a reason why or how they could possibly believe in that, because as you know, you have Satan and his followers, fallen angels, who came down here, and what they really want is to be gods. And actually in the Luciferian religion or whatever, it's kind of part of their teaching is like, we are supposed to act as if we're gods, and we're supposed to praise ourselves and this and that. So of course, way back then, maybe they just maxed themselves as these gods such as Zeus or Athena or something like that, and they came to the people that were here, and those people actually saw what they thought was a god or something like that. And so that's why they believed in them. Because of course, if you see it, you're gonna be like, well, that must be real, And maybe it came way back then because of Jesus, I would have to say, because Jesus was trying to set the record straight and let people know that he's the only person that they should be believing in and stuff like that. So maybe these fallen angels was like, let's go ahead and try to spread to the people and deceive them so that they won't be believing in whatever Jesus was saying. And I definitely think that could be a way of how people actually started believing in all these different religions and these different gods and everything like that. Maybe they actually saw this God that they, talk about. But really, it wasn't a God. It was just a fallen angel of some sort, some kind of demonic spirit masking itself as to be this God that they want to be. Which if you study Greek mythology, you'll see that like Zeus and the rest of the gods, they're just really, they don't seem godly. They don't behave godly, which seems kind of satanic to me. So yeah, that's the only way that I could think a human would possibly be able to believe in something like that, because it's just a little bit, it's almost too ridiculous. But if you actually saw it, I mean, that could make some people think, which actually I think there's even a saying in the Bible that's like something about believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see. And that's kind of really crazy because, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to put that into perspective. But I think they kind of show that in movies a lot, because you always see the scenes where there's a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then maybe there's an ex-girlfriend or a girl that's trying to split up this couple, and like they're at a party or something, and the girl that's trying to cause trouble, she comes in and she like gets the guy alone and she kisses the guy, and the girlfriend comes by and sees that, and that's all she sees, and she storms off and she's mad and everything like that. And then a second later, the guy's like, "What are you doing? Get off of me!" Blah 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 blah. And I guess that's kind of sort of an example of believe only half of what you see, because everything really isn't what it seems like. So if those people really did see these gods, that would be really hard for me. If you ever just thought about something like that, you really saw someone that was able to do things that seemed kind of godly, but you already knew of the of the real God, and you're just like, but he's never shown himself to me, but this God is showing himself to me, so maybe this one's real. I don't know. That would be really hard for me to distinguish against, but yeah, it's definitely something to think about, right? Right, Mama? Oh, yeah. Yeah, food for thought.